Good day, awesome YouTubers. It's LollyMan16 here for another Dragon Ball Super review, and this one is going to be Dragon Ball Super episode 45, which is going to be entitled Vegeta ka Kieru Fukse Vegeta no Koi, which translates into English as Vegeta disappears, the threat of the copy or duplicate, but basically the copy Vegeta. And I gotta say, this episode was very interesting. I did very much like the dynamic where they're taking this episode. So basically, it starts off with what we had last week, where Goten, Trunks, Vegeta, everyone escapes from copy Vegeta, and the old man, or I can't remember his name, it's Poteju or something like that. That old guy, old koala-looking alien guy, he pretty much explains what happened to the planet. He explained what happened with the superhuman water, and basically what he says is it's really just them, that race, trying to essentially create a weapon to stop invaders. But what happens here is it becomes too sentient and becomes too powerful, and basically it turned evil. And so really what it did is it took over the invaders. Okay, it killed them off. Once it killed them off, the water spread rumors, basically about it being a miraculously powering up people to lure in more victims. And of course I'm getting all these translations to Herms, so big shout out to him. If it wasn't for him, I would have none of these translations. But there's a small scene what happened beforehand. Basically, is copy Vegeta tried to absorb Trunks, or that the copy of Grill tried to absorb Trunks, and the copy Vegeta went in to do that, but Jocko stopped him with a ray gun, and so that's kind of the funny scene. The ray gun stopping Vegeta. Anyway, so what happens is that old guy, that old koala guy, he's actually he's the only survivor. Okay, it killed up all the natives. The superhuman water killed them all off, but Potage, the koala guy, he's the only survivor. And after the water was sealed, he's been guarding it in that pacifier looking deal, and he guarded it for 100 years. That's pretty much the history of it. I do like where we're going with this. It does remind me kind of like Back to the Future, but I'll get back to that later. So really what happens is they're vanishing, okay? Vegeta has only like 3 to 5 minutes or so of being vanished completely. The only way to defeat it is to kill off the water, okay? Basically defeat copy Vegeta. While this is happening, Goku is training on King Kai's planet, right? And so actually it's not him, it's King Kai, or Kai-Osama, actually senses the fight, and Goku comes to intervene. Before that though, we get a cool action sequence with Gotenks. Yes, I did say Gotenks. Gotenks does manage to fuse in this episode. He does go Super Saiyan 3, or no, excuse me, he fights Vegeta in his base form, and he's not doing anything, okay? He's hitting him, punching him, doing all kinds of funny moves, like traditional Gotenks does. He doesn't do anything. He does absolutely nothing to him. So this tells me right away that Super Saiyan, or base Vegeta, is stronger than base Gotenks at this point. But then he goes up to Super Saiyan 3, and he fights him, and he still can't do anything. So this actually doesn't really surprise me. I know a lot of you guys are going to, this is going to be kind of strange for you guys, but it's not strange for me, as I kind of would have expected already. They're basically beyond Buhan at this point in their base forms, which does make sense, kind of. It kind of makes sense because Goku is keeping up with Lord Beerus in his base form. That kind of makes sense to me. But anyway, so they fight. Gotenks uses a couple awesome key moves. I think that one of his key moves, it's like an explosion. I think he used that in the Buzog. I'm not sure, but I think he did use it. A little cool action sequence. The animation well, not really animation, I should say the art in this episode was a bit spotty at times, but I didn't find too much wrong with it really. I think it was decent overall. Not very much. It's not terrible or anything. Just a little bit spotty here and there. But of course, we got a great art in the last one, our last episode. So that's kind of what I kind of expected for this one. So anyway, Goku shows up. He doesn't know. He thinks that Vegeta is hurting Goten and Trunks and stuff. But of course, he doesn't know it's a copy Vegeta, and so Vegeta's kind of telling Goku that you got to defeat this guy in order for me not to vanish, and you only have 3 minutes. And he's kind of prideful while saying this because it's like, Goku, you can't defeat me in 3 minutes. Another interesting thing here I want to point out is that I guess the copy Vegeta it's the exact same power as Vegeta. Actually, what happens is copy Vegeta is stealing essentially Vegeta's spirit, and so he's taking his power slowly, and Vegeta is fading. That's pretty much what happens in this one. Goku comes to fight him. They do an awesome kick sequence. I have a thumbnail. Awesome kick sequence. Kind of hitting him and whatnot, and they square off, and that's pretty much where we leave the episode. I thought this episode was very good for a filler episode. I did like the dynamic of the whole copy Vegeta superhuman water thing, how it fades. That kind of, I want to get back to that. That kind of reminds me of Back to the Future when, I can't believe, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was like 1 or 2 where, what's that guy's name? Marty, Michael J. Fox, the actor Marty is basically disappearing because of the whole time thing. But here it's kind of different. But I did like that dynamic. I know a couple other YouTubers picked up on this and make also the reference. But yeah, guys, I really like this one for the filler stuff. Great to see Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks back once again. Next episode, we're going to get Goku versus Copy Vegeta. I don't know how far they're going to push this. I don't know if he's going to go from the preview. Goku's just using his base form, so I don't know if they're going to push it, kick it up another notch, like go Super Saiyan or anything above. I don't think so. I think it's just a filler thing. But overall, I did like this episode. Art's kind of spotty. The power scaling, I thought it was fine in my opinion. I know some of you guys may be concerned, but I thought it was pretty fine overall. I didn't really like the fact that the ray gun stopped Vegeta again, like in the Resurrection F arc, but that's really whatever at this point. So yeah, guys, sorry about if I'm a bit late on this one. I think next week should go fairly smoothly. I should be able to make mine up right as the episode ends. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Hope you guys join me for next week, and join me, of course, for my other RuneScape tutorials. I plan on making my episode 3 of my Road to 1 Mil series a couple days from now. But yeah, guys, hope to see you guys next week. Stay awesome and have a good one.